It's just on full screen. So I made an app that will turn a piece of text into MadLib. So I can't fully explain the name. There was more functionality that was supposed to happen that would have made it a little bit crazier, hence the MadHatterLibs, also copyright, So, but basically, I used the Google API, the natural language API, which is in like beta release right now, and use that to like analyze the text that's input. And here's a little thing that I've been using. I have like random. Anyways, I'll show you. When I submit, you can see here it will take out numbers, nouns, locations. It can also recognize people and consumer goods and organizations. It randomly selects which words should be pulled out, and I made sure to ignore certain things like it also does adverbs, but I made sure to ignore like adverb modifiers like so and very, because a lot of times when those, like if it says add an adverb and then you put like quickly where it's supposed to be so much, then it just doesn't sound right at all. But if we try this again, I want it to, since it's randomly doing it, I'm trying to get it so you can see that it will pull out, see like person, that said Donald Trump there. So you can, to put in a person's name as opposed to just a regular noun. When you submit, I'm just gonna like do random stuff here. It's supposed to use the Watson, or it does use the Watson tone analyzer, but I'm not currently, those are your analysis results. The concept was that it should, what I wanted it to do was to display kind of the tone before you manipulated the text and then after, which I am getting that data, but I'm just having an issue getting it onto the front end right now. But I thought also that if you didn't want to put in your own text, there could be like a drop-down menu for like different movie scripts or like celebrity quotes or speeches and things like that, and you could sort of see the tone of the text beforehand and then afterwards and see how like your personality impacted that person's personality and how much that changed the original meaning of the text. So as you can see, that's not fully functioning yet, but yeah, overall, I mean, so there is some limited functionality right now. I learned how difficult like language parsing is and identifying parts of speech, even though like the Google API does a lot of that for you. Just going through different examples, realizing how just because like something's called an adverb, for example, doesn't mean it's always the best thing to. It doesn't mean that it's always going to fit like when somebody uses an adverb and stuff. So the story can end up sounding weird based on the user's inputs. So there's still more to be done, like making sure that the verb is in the right tense and things like that, which I haven't fully fleshed out. But that, and also if you just do like submit, it knows that you didn't give it enough. But yeah, that's the basic idea, and yeah, getting it to display those. Oh, and I use the MDL, which Christian helped like teach a little bit of, to do those, the input forms, the text lines here and stuff. And yeah, but it seemed really simple up front, and then 48 hours went by and it still wasn't fully done. So yeah, you realize that things are way more complicated than they seem on the surface, but that is the general idea of my app. Oh.